Okay, so now we're coming back off the episode where they had Q and left him on the bathroom floor. Okay, now the guy that I had talking at the end of the last episode, he was one of the guys that went to the bathroom and helped Q up. He took a shower. Q took a shower, got in his rack. Now what we gonna do is, okay, so um let's just say some time had passed, It's been fights and little different things happening. Time passed. The prison just in a ruckus. It's just, man, it's getting really worse. And these are the good days, because it gets a hell of a lot worse, but I'll get there. Okay, so now, probably about 2 weeks pass by, and the guards come in and do a shakedown. A shakedown is where they come and toss the dorm, messing up all your stuff, pull stuff out the locks. They pull stuff and search it from top to bottom. Now, when they search this prison, man, they find so much contraband. They find weapons, and where I'm getting at, they find drugs. So they find drugs in the possession of Big Bambino, Lil Bambino, Port Allen, Tay, all them in their direct vicinity. So now at this time, the block is back fixed. The block, has been cleaned up and is ready to go to the block. So no more going directly to the hole. You go do your time when they restrict your movements on the block. Okay, so they take out all the predators. And they take out also the guys that was turned out as well because, like I said, Bambino and Port Allen, they like to have they boys close to them, meaning they bitches close to them. So all of them get taken to the block. Okay, now let's say another week and a half passed by, almost a month, a full month. The doors open, and guess who it is? It's Ralph coming back to the dorm. He's, his neck still wrapped up at this time, and he kind of like restricted, in his movements, and he lost a lot of weight. Ralph is about 165 now. Because if when somebody gets shot or stabbed or something like that, they lose a lot of things in their blood. They actually lose their appetite. And Ralph was pretty, serious. That was in your neck. That was pretty serious, I heard it wasn't too far from his jugular, So, or the main artery in the neck. So he lost a lot of weight. He's looking real thin, He's no longer a threat. He's no longer a fear. Nothing. He actually looked quite pathetic. So everybody is just looking like, damn, man, what the hell happened to Ralph? Man, Ralph looked like a stick, man. So he's coming in, speaking to people, what's up, dude? What's up, dude? Trying to get real friendly with people. But people not having it. People they remember what you did and who you are and what you about. See, prison is very unforgiving. It's very unforgiving. Believe that. Now over that period of time, that month, Q and Baby Charles end up being outcasts. Nobody talks to them even no more. Nobody deals with them. They just people just don't deal with you no more. Because once you get raped, you can build a reputation for yourself and, that you get down with homosexual activity that goes on in the prison. So they end up getting to the point till they start being boyfriend and girlfriend. I didn't actually walked in on them having sex a few times. And now they just open with it as well. They kiss on a regular basis. They be holding hands. They have really turned feminine. And this ain't nothing spectacular. These things happen more often than you would think. You know, that it plays with your mind. Once you that plays with your mind and plays with your mind so much until now you start to give in to those urges. You know, I done watched a lot of guys this happen to. Okay, now getting back to this story. So Q and Baby Charles lay eyes on Ralph for the first time in a long time. And at this time, now, Baby Charles still a small guy, but Q been putting that weight on and doing push-ups and working out, you know what I'm saying? So Q is short with a pretty nice size now, you know. He ain't super big, but he's stout and, you know, he a pretty nice size. Okay, back to it. So the look on his face is a look of pure. You could feel and see the aggression, but normally him and Baby Charles will be walking around the prison, holding hands, kissing, playing some kind of game, doing some activity, you know, playing cards or something like that. But this day they both just sitting on Q rack, just shoo-shooing, just talking low, you know. So during the course of that day, you know, Q actually do get up and walk, and him and Ralph actually passes each other, and Q bumps him, you know, like shoulder check him. And Ralph ain't so much as look back at Q. Not only did he not say nothing, and Ralph would have been and said something or possibly beat him up, you know, but he ain't saying nothing. You know, he's just vulnerable and fragile at this time. And Q recognizes it. That's anybody in prison. You can really tell if a person got fear in them. You can see the fear in them. That's why they say don't let them smell the fear on you. Don't ever show fear in jail because you will get taken. Okay. Now, I say about 4 days passed by. You know, that the bump didn't happen or whatever. And, you know, Baby Charles and Q played the rack. And Port Allen, now he's more, you know, social. He's back moving around social and doing whatever. And I just see Q them like do the head nod, like point in his direction where he at. So in my mind, that head nod meant, look at him. He by himself. He ain't got his buddies with him. Yeah, because you know all of them is still in the block from when they got caught from the shakedown. And Baby Charles out of nowhere just bust out laughing. I mean, just laughing loud as hell. So everybody in the prison, they know the history of these three guys. Ralph, Q, and Baby Charles. They know what's happening, so they know something's gonna happen because it ain't if, it's when it's gonna happen. So, you know, nothing happened that day. I say 4 days go by. And I can remember this one particular morning, Q is running backwards and forward through the dorm, working out. And every time he'll pass by Ralph, he smirk. So, you know, Ralph ain't even making eye contact. You know what I'm saying? And Ralph went from 230, 240 to 165. So I'm knowing he ain't this cocky, kind of arrogant guy that he used to be. He done got some humbleness now. Cause he the prey now. He can be preyed upon now. So, okay, nightfall, and we all just dropping off one by one, going to sleep. Even me. We all in a nice little sleep, you know what I'm saying? But you never fully sleeps hard in prison. So, you know, you can hear the slightest thing. So we all asleep. And all you hear is, no, man, I'm sorry. Oh, you gonna be sorry. Cause my baby got a 10-inch dick. So this Baby Charles saying this. My baby got a 10-inch. So everybody begins to get up and see what's going on with all the commotion about. So I'm over there, and all I see is Ralph, whole head covered with a net sack, the prison issued net sack. Now, this sack is just like one of those net sacks, the laundry kind of bag that got the little holes in the net sack. They give you'll get it in jail or prison, to transport all your belongings as moving about the prisons. So it comes down to his, like, midways his arm over him and midways his arms, like. But this net sack is altered with the braided sheets and strips of prison issued jeans. And when I tell you he's tied down, he can't move an inch. He can't move an inch. So Q starts to pull his clothes down. He started pulling his clothes down, and he's laughing, and he's, you think you was just gonna rape me and that was gonna be all that was? You about to be sorry. So normally you'll see the guys get the toothpaste in the jail. No. Q humiliate this guy. Q just spits in his booty. He opens up his cheeks, hollering to the top of his lungs. No! I'm gonna kill one of you niggas. I'm gonna kill. No! This nigga stuck his dick in me. This nigga stuck his dick in me. He losing his mind. And Q just laying down on him, sucking on his neck, kissing all on his ear, trying to make him feel as feminine as possible. He's doing everything he could to make Ralph feel as worse as he felt when he was being raped. And he going to town, and now you hear Baby Charles say, "Let me get a piece of that bitch ass nigga." And then Baby Charles get on him. Baby Charles spits in his booty. Baby Charles say, "You done did this before. You done did this before. My baby done opened that up. My baby done opened him up." And now all the while, he's still crying, and he's trying to holler louder and louder and louder to try to attract the guards without saying guard. So I'm going to tell you like this. I ain't going to run on to this story because I want to get to this part of the story when a couple different things happen, and all Buttman, Port Allen, and all them are released from the block. And then somebody else actually comes back to the prison.